everybody. This is Viveka from the Nourished Caveman and the Healing Foods Method, and I am live here from my parents' house in Switzerland. I am in Crans, Montana, and been here for a couple of days. Just recovering from traveling overseas and spending some time with my family before we jet out to a little adventure through Italy, Corsica, and then back to Milan. But today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about traveling with keto and how to do it and the challenges of traveling with keto as you have embarked in this lifestyle. And of course, at some point in your life, you're gonna want to go on vacation. This is something that my patients ask me all the time. They're always asking, what do we do when we travel? What do we do when we have events? And by the way, I am going to be showing you, let's see. Let's go out and see, how do I turn this camera? I want to show you where I am in this beautiful chalet, and look at the other side. This is Switzerland. It just was a big rainstorm and now it's clearing up. Oops, the window is closed because it's cold outside, but I'm here all cozy in the kitchen, and my office here in the kitchen as well. I'm going to show you what I've been eating and what I've been doing. I also want to talk to you about the stressors of travel and how to navigate those, because I don't know, those of you who follow me here on Facebook and or on Instagram saw that I have a big infection going on in my face. Look at my eyeball. My eyeball was swollen shut 2 days ago, and I've been trying to do everything I can to avoid antibiotics, taking homeopathics. And as you can see here, this is my travel set. This is actually my boyfriend's and I travel set of supplements. I still do take all my supplements as I'm traveling because I am tired and stressed and not eating the best. So for me, that's really important. And still, when the stress goes a little too high over the edge, stuff like this happens. And I know it was stress-based, and the long plane ride, missing 2 nights of sleep pretty much with the jet lag, layover and all of that. And even somebody like me who really tries her best to take care of herself can be susceptible to stress and to life, everything. And this is real. It's reality. We need to navigate our environment the best we can and do the best we can to stay on track and take care of our bodies. Self-care is a really big topic out there these days, and we're always talking about self-care and how to do it. For me, taking my supplements is really part of it, especially when I'm in perimenopause, and this is a delicate moment for my hormones. I think some of you out there will be relating to hormone fluctuations and what they do to you, to your mood, to your physical body, the night flashes, night sweats, hot flashes, just shortness of temper, all the kind of symptoms that can come with that. I've been choosing to take care of that and navigate my hormones naturally. As I do that, this is what I do in my practice, and it takes commitment, and it takes some patience, and it takes being committed also to your supplementation. So what am I eating here? So you guys know I've been doing carnivore, and it's been kind of a couple of months where I've been doing mostly carnivore more than keto paleo. And I decided to go back to keto paleo also because of this trip, and because I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, and I'm going to be in a lot of different social situations, seeing family, seeing friends. So I decided to just step it back one notch, and instead of being pure carnivore, to return to keto paleo. So it's not been, it's not been the easiest thing, going back and forth. And I've been doing a lot of experimenting on my own body and trying to navigate like this carnivore thing, it's been quite a thing for me because like, you know, I've been keto paleo for 5-6 years, and that has been my lifestyle, coming from paleo into ketogenic, and I've been really committed to it and feeling good, looking good, really being able. Morning, Connie. Sorry guys, I need to take off this hoodie because I just came inside and suddenly it's hot. And okay, there it goes. And yes, I don't have a tripod because like I am traveling minimally and we're about to go on a motorcycle, so there is not going to be a whole lot of stuff we can take with us. So switching back and forth from carnivore to keto paleo, it's been interesting, really interesting, and sometimes a little rougher, like switching gears. And he has shown me a lot about the ramifications and the importance of diet, and how the diet really influences the way you are feeling, the benefits of restriction, and when it is appropriate or not. So for me, I, you know, came off of carnivore and back to keto paleo, and some of the things have been happening. Like I've been having a lot of stress, just like super busy with work. Had planned this vacation, had to come on vacation. Hey California, I'll be back soon. I kind of miss home a little bit, but it's nice to be on vacation. You know, but I'm on vacation and I'm working. I am still maintaining my full practice, and to do that with the time change and the responsibility, plus visiting your parents, you guys, that is not easy, especially when it's been 3 years, 3 whole years since I've been back in my country. So it's a lot, you know. And more than even the food, this is kind of the topic that what I really wanted to talk about in this video is like stress. Because everything that's been happening to me has been due to like stress, navigating the stress, and also the emotional stress of being back with your family. Because funny enough, I'm going to be 50 next week, and they treat me like I'm 15. I just revert right back to like 15-year-old when I left. Pretty much, I left home at 18, so it's not a lot of difference, and they still treat me like that. It's kind of funny, you know, but it's that challenge of like how you navigate relationships and the kind of stress they put on the body. One thing that's become really clear to me during these days here is that if we are not able to release the emotional tension in positive ways in our lifestyle, this is keto paleo, you know, this is working on your body. So if we don't release that emotional tension, guess what? Our body will take the toll. And releasing the emotional tension in a healthy way is really important, because a lot of time, guess where it goes? To food. And guess what we do? We stress eat. And I think all of us know what that means when you're emotional eating and trying to like curb your stress by just like looking for comfort foods. Usually the comfort foods are like sugar, carbs, but for those of us who don't do carbs and don't do sugar anymore, what do? We still stress eat. So it is important to like navigate that. And how do we do that? For me, eating fat is actually really been kind of the saving grace, because like after eating, you know, carnivore, you would think, oh, there is a lot of protein, carnivore is high protein, but it's really not, at least not the way that I've been doing, and not the way it's done in a more ketogenic Paleolithic way. So I've been trying, especially right before leaving, I focused on eating 80% fat, and that meant a lot of animal fat. And it's challenging sometimes to really get your animal fats in when the world out there doesn't offer fat. It's like, where does the fat go? The fat goes into mysterious channels, gets shuttled away. They don't give us the fat. And guess what? Italy is fat phobic. And Switzerland, pretty much the same. I think Europe has not caught up. And I'm going to show you right here. So let's move the camera. And this is what I've been chowing down on. This has been my food over here. And I tell you, it's so hard to get animal fats here. It's almost impossible. So let's have a quick tour. This is local meat from Switzerland. We're in the Valais. I can't speak French, but it's this French part of Switzerland, and this is dried cured beef. Now, a premise: I don't eat pork. You guys know that I don't eat pork. If you eat pork, things will be a lot easier. But also, you don't want to be stuck eating pork all the time and just pork, because pork has fat and you get a good amount of fat from the pork. If I was in Italy any other time, like if I was eating pork right now, I would be eating probably a lot of lard, because that's a good accessible fat, animal fat that you can get here. But if you don't eat pork and you don't eat dairy, which I don't usually do, then you're pretty restricted. So what ended up happening is that I had to open up my diet a little bit. And yes, I am on vacation. So I started eating a little bit of dairy, and it's just kind of a treat and pretty targeted for me to get some fat in that I can't get any other way. So back to the food. This is the meat, and I doused it in olive oil. Here is like organic olive oil. Look at the pretty flowers that my boyfriend got me. So this is organic olive oil. And I just doused my meat in olive oil. I know that that is not the original carnivore way, but it is keto paleo, so it's good enough for me. And I think that a good, clean, organic olive oil is a good choice, especially when it's not cooked, it's raw. There is awesome Italian olives. These came from Italy. We drove here, so we brought them. And then I found this crazy giant avocado. My mom bought it for me. And I'm going to have a treat of brie. This is local brie from this part of Switzerland, and it's the fattiest brie I could find. And this is butter from Italy, and I couldn't find a lot of good choices. Hey Renee, thank you for watching, and yes, I'm glad you caught me. So butter, this is from Cream. Italy is pretty fat phobic, so it's not that easy to find good selection of butter. Here is more olives, and these are pitted black olives, so good amount of fat and fiber. And then this is my lunch that is going to be for dinner again, and is steak. So as you can see, I ate all the fat from the steak, and there is just the protein left. Oh, eggs, of course. I've been eating eggs, especially egg yolks. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little dessert for my boyfriend for dinner. And it's going to be kind of a custard, egg yolk custard with butter. Above mentioned butter, just trying to get that fat in, you guys. I really miss it, and it's amazing how hard it is to get some fat in here. And then this beautiful, gorgeous thing that is cod liver. I don't know if you guys ever ate cod liver, but this stuff, if you can ever find it somewhere, it is incredible. For me, it was like a super special treat. Thank you so much, Alessandra, my patient from Switzerland. She's actually Italian and lives in Switzerland, and I put a picture of her on Instagram and on the Facebook page here. When we met in person, and she brought me that as a present, and that was just like, oh goodness, that's like gold for me. So it's cod liver, fish, the whole liver from the fish in fat, and it was just amazing. It tastes better than butter. It's so sweet and delicious, and you know, I just devoured that thing with the fork by itself. So this is what I've been doing for food, and I feel like I'm kind of maintaining good. I'm not tracking my macros right now. My weight is stable, and you know, again, stress is a big deal. So I think that we should like go further with this topic. I will do a video probably in the next couple of weeks. So next week, probably no video. I will see. It's my birthday next week, so I'm trying to unplug for at least a week from all the social media, all my patient calls, and you know, a lot of work that I do, and I need a minute. So we're gonna be in nature and kind of replenishing my heart and my soul and my nerves, so that I can continue working and bringing you some good stuff. and helping you resolve your health concerns. But any questions about traveling and eating, and I don't know if any of you has been to Europe or is coming to Europe on vacation, I'll be able, to answer any of your questions either here or afterwards on the bottom of the video, so that we can just do this work together, continue trying to do the best that we can, be in the best possible shape and form and health that we can, see in our circumstances and help. Oh, and by the way, another quick preview, but I also want to do a video about optimal, like what is our optimal, and is like the healing process, which I always talk about, but like how do we get into our best shape? How do we maintain our best shape? And what does that look like for different people with different conditions? You guys, I don't know if you who follow me know that I work with a lot of people with really serious conditions. And sometimes they come after being sent home from various doctors that couldn't help them. So what do we do in that case? What does optimal look like? What can we do to really be vibrant and enjoy our lives? So I'm gonna go make some dinner. It is 6:20 p.m. here, so I know in the US it's morning. So have a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching me. Please continue following me if you're interested in these topics and in this conversation. I always talk beyond just keto, beyond the macros, beyond the diet. This is about your whole life, your lifestyle, your quality of life, your health, your well-being, your mental health, all of it. We'll talk about the whole person here, as I am a holistic practitioner. So I'm going to leave you with one more shot. We'll go on the balcony for this, and leave you with a little panorama of rainy, how do you open this door? Rainy Switzerland. Let's see. There it is. And it's really beautiful, even in the rain. There it is, you guys. Yay for vacation. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you maybe next week, or for sure the week after, back in September. Have a great day, and thank you for following me.